Hi, hello everyone. Today we are going to see the literary devices of the poem No Men Are Foreign, your 10th memory poem. The first one is metaphor. Metaphor is a figure of speech in which a word or phrase is used to describe an object or an action through comparison, which is not linked directly as simile. There is no as, that is called as metaphor. In this poem, beneath all uniforms, a single body breathes. Here, uniforms basically stands for militaries that different countries in the world have. These uniforms may be different in color, design, shape, and culture, but people donning them, that is, wearing them, are the same anywhere in the world. So, beneath all uniforms, a single body breathes is a metaphor. Here, uniforms represent to the whole, not the single. So, it is metaphor. It is describing the action through comparison all over the world, that is metaphor. Next one is we are going to see a second example of metaphor. Wars long, winter starved. This is an example for metaphor in this poem. Here, starvation experienced during unproductive and harsh winters describes the want of hunger faced during wartime. Both these conditions lead to ultimate destruction. That is, war starvation and winter starvation is compared here. So, it is called as metaphor. Next one is transferred epithet. Transferred epithet. What do you mean by transferred epithet? Already we had seen in the previous poem about transferred epithet. It is a rhetorical device used when emotion attributed to a non-living thing after being displaced from a person, most often the poet himself or herself. அதாவது poet himself herself வந்து அவங்க நான் லிவிங் திங்கை வந்து பர்சனுக்காக டிஸ்பிளேஸ் பண்ணுறப்ப transferred epithet யூஸ் ஆகுது. In this poem, the poet uses this transferred epithet in the 6th line when he writes the phrase peaceful harvest. It is not the harvest themselves that are peaceful, but peaceful social and political condition, அதாவது people that prevent a shortage of crops over famine and make harvest possible. அதாவது பஞ்சம் பட்டினி இல்லாமல் இருக்கிறங்காட்டி இந்த ஹார்வெஸ்ட் வந்து நம்ம எது கம்பேர் பண்ணுறோம், பீஸ்ஃபுல். ஹார்வெஸ்ட் வந்து பர்சன் கிடையாது. த poet himself says it is a compares to a person and it is the transferred epithet. Next one is repetition. Repetition, which means the repeating of single words or phrases, lines, sometimes even whole stanzas at intervals to create musical effect. To emphasize a point, to draw the attention of the readers, here lends to unity to a piece. Here in this poem, the poet uses repetition at the first and the last line. Line repetition is given to you. Let's see the example. No men are foreign. Jacques Hiccup repeats the word remember 5 times in the poem to emphasize the serious message the poem has to convey. The last line, last stanza, last line, remember no men are foreign and no country is strange. Though reversed in the first line of the first stanza, remember no men are strange, no country is foreign. Vice versa. Here the repetition emphasizes the message of the oneness, brotherhood of the mankind. Next one is alliteration. Already you know alliteration. Alliteration is the close repetition of consonant sounds at the beginning of the successive words. அதாவது initial alliteration இருக்கு, internal alliteration, அதாவது within words இருக்கு. இதில் பார்த்தீங்கன்னா எக்ஸாம்பிள், a single body breathes. Body breathes, b sound, அதாவது b sound is repeated at the beginning of each word. Or sleep and strength, s sound, sleep, strength. இது வந்து நம்ம என்னன்னு சொல்கிறோம், alliteration. Next one is enjambment, that is new to you. The running lines of the poetry from one line to next line without using any kind of punctuation to indicate a stop. Example, first stanza, second, third and fourth line there is no punctuation. In the second stanza, third and fourth line have no punctuation. In the third stanza, first, second and third line no punctuation. In the fourth stanza, first and second line no punctuation. In the fifth stanza, second and third line no punctuation. Rhyming scheme. This poem doesn't have any rhyming scheme. It is a free verse poem. There is no rhyming scheme in this poem. Thanks for watching. If you like the poem, you can subscribe me.